Guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. Today we're going to be talking all things gardening. I'm currently watching the snowfall as we speak as I'm doing this voiceover, so you can only imagine how excited I am to get out in the garden. I have so many things planned. I wanted to do a super quick seed haul. This is with a company. They are called Survival Garden Seeds. They sent these over to me and I'm extremely ecstatic to open these, and I wanted to do it on camera. If you've ever been toying with the idea of getting one of these packets, I would highly suggest. It's been probably about 4 weeks and I've had so much success starting, and honestly I've started a lot more than I need any of these seedlings. So I just wanted to do a super quick haul with these, and I feel like these are an amazing place to start. One, not only is the company amazing, but I've had a really high successful germination rate, and I've done it with winter sowing with milk jugs outside. If you didn't see that video, I'll leave a link down below. I'm going to start a whole gardening playlist, but I've also started quite a few of these indoors as well. So with both techniques, I've had a very high germination rate, but I love the variety that you get in here. There is the medicinal herbs packet, and then there's also just your standard vegetable garden, and we'll kind of just go through everything. I am blown away with the amount of variety that you get in here for the price. The company is a US based company. They are a small family owned business, and all of their seeds are non-GMO. They are heirloom variety. So I think in the medicinal package there are 36, that's so many different things. I have so many different ideas. And then in the vegetable package, I believe there's 30 or 32. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look at me opening the actual package itself, but there's just so much variety. I mentioned before, I did quite a few of the vegetable seeds already outside, and they are stunning. They are getting so big. I'm so excited to open those in a few weeks, but I'm going to start a small patch in the backyard, maybe potentially its own in-ground bed for herbal dried teas, different aromatherapy things. I'm super excited to dive into these, and I cannot wait. If you have any ideas, definitely let me know. New things that you're going to be adding to your garden this year. These pumpkins look amazing. Radishes were a big hit last year, so I'm excited to try these seeds. My kids actually ate them. If you can get your kids to eat a radish, I feel like you won like the parent lottery. So thank you again to Survival Garden Seeds for sending these over. So now into Dollar Tree. I feel like I've probably only gardened exclusively with Dollar Tree seeds for like the first year, and then probably about half of my seeds the second year were all from Dollar Tree, and I've had amazing success with those as well. I don't think these are of heirloom variety. Some of them are, some of them aren't. You get lucky if you pick some of them up, but I feel like honestly I've never had an issue. I love growing beans. I'm gonna try several different varieties this year. I think I only found 2, but I picked up so many different ones, and I feel like you can't beat the price for $1.25. It's just unheard of. I've never had an issue with direct sowing quite a few of these. I don't think I had any success with tomatoes in the last 2 years actually fruiting, so I think it's a user error. Their flower seed packets, oh my goodness, are unmatched. So I picked up cantaloupe, parsley, basil, oregano, cilantro, a ton of peppers, because I would love to companion plant a little bit better this year. I feel like companion planting is part of the issue. We have so many different pests out here, and I would love to have a pumpkin patch and like a little area where I can constantly just kind of rotate throughout the seasons. Different melons, we're planting onions, we're planting asparagus, and we've planted, I think thus far we've added 3 new fruit trees. I feel like I say that every year. Here's the wildflowers that I picked up. I picked up a lot of the wildflower buns, the pollinators. Mammoth sunflowers are a must. I started those the first year in my garden, and I adore how tall they get, and they feed the bees. And then I tried last year to save some seed, but I feel like by the time I had gotten out there was none left. I'll try to include some footage here. It is snowing again today. Like, my garden looks really sad, but I'm really happy for the moisture in the ground, especially for the trees. But these get so tall. So if you ever see these, pick them up, because they give so much back to your garden. So I'm going to sow quite a few of these seeds. We are going to start again almost an herbal tea garden. I'm not quite sure of everything that I want to put in there, but there are quite a few seed packets that intrigued me and piqued my interest after I was doing so much research on all of these different things that I had never honestly quite thought of growing. And so here I'm going to go ahead and get those started. I feel like when it comes to the garden, your heart can be so big every year, but then you can almost be paralyzed by the decisions of well, I'm not there yet, so I shouldn't do this, or, you know, paralyzed by planning and trying to get everything perfect. And I feel like the last 2 years I have been trying to overanalyze and overplan, and part of the fun in doing anything is the failure. So I feel like this year I'm just going to throw it all out there and do the best I can as far as planning. And you can only control so much, especially when it comes to gardening and pests and weather and the perfect direction of the sun and shade and things like that. If you are starting to garden or a beginner gardener, I hope that you stick around. I would love any of your advice or suggestions because I am there with you. But I just hope that this is a little token of a reminder that if you're starting, don't be paralyzed by the overwhelming decisions and the overwhelming just where do I start, and then you sit down and you can be sitting down with a schedule or a garden plan for 2 weeks, and then, you know, before you know it, it's time to start planting. Start somewhere, start small, and I feel like I'll finally get my rhythm. So I'm hoping that this year my rhythm just kind of starts to flow and things become a little bit more easier as I don't put so much pressure on getting everything perfectly right. I feel like gardening is such a beautiful thing. It genuinely makes me happy being outside, watching things grow. We had ran into Tractor Supply. I made a little mini greenhouse. I lost the top to this, so use plastic wrap, use what you have on hand. I actually picked up Nanking cherries, dewberries, raspberry, and then 2 different varieties of grapes, and since then we have added 3 more fruit trees. We actually did bare root trees this year. I'll try to include some footage if I had them. We actually just brought them home and threw them in the ground. I had no time to film because we were literally racing a rainstorm, and now the snow is here. So I'm super excited to get these all started. I have these in 5-gallon grow bags. I know they're going to outgrow them very quickly. We want to make a trellis and find their permanent place in the ground because they can become quite invasive and grow quickly. If you've had any success with these particularly, I would love to know down below. I know that they all love acidic soil, so I did amend that correctly. Crossing my fingers. My husband loves asparagus, so I was like, you know what, let's dedicate an area in the garden. We should have planted this. You know, you can plant a tree either today, 2 weeks ago, or 25 years ago. So the sooner we do it, then, you know, the easier it will be for us to constantly harvest this. I love onions. Onions are amazing, but I also use these in my garden. I feel like they deter a lot of the raccoons and skunks that we have around here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll leave links to anything I can down below. I'll see you in the next one.